Hey there, Board Game Brody here with Let's Table It, where we get games to the table like HeroQuest. This is the First Light edition. My kids have actually really enjoyed the sessions that we've had with this copy of the First Light we have received for review. I wanted to do this video showing off kind of the differences between this version and the 2022 version that comes with the miniature. So here we go. I do want to mention I have been told that this will not be the cover right here of First Light Edition. They have changed it, so you should know that it's going to be different. And then I wanted to show the differences here of the box sizes, so you can see this is the new version. It is smaller than this other box here, and also it's not as deep as you can see here. It has a lot in the box. We've had a hard time getting everything in, but we eventually get it done. The box lid does get on without popping up or anything like that. All right, now I don't know about you, but I actually kind of like this box art here, but this will be the new cover art for the new game for you. I don't know, which one do you like? What do you think? Which one do you think is better? There you go. All right, so the first thing you will notice is within the rule book, you will have sections for Zargon in blue, but it has kind of a boxed area and places for the heroes in red. This is where, it's different for other versions. They do this only with using icons in the other version, and really it's easier to reference with these boxes with the colored, so you kind of know, where to zoom in on and what to expect. And those icons that represent, Zargon and the heroes are still present in the new version, so the new, change just helps reference things a little bit easier, and I think the change does help. As you go through the rule book, the rules are the same, so no big surprises in this copy compared to the others. Many diagrams that are shown in the rule book are still the same with no changes from other versions. It's maybe laid out a little bit differently, but really no changes in the core rules. Some rules are expanded upon a little more and kind of have a new rule book, but again, everything is pretty much the same. The last thing in the rulebook is this component reference, which can clear up any confusion for any new players. The board is very similar in size. There are two sides in the First Light board, so you will have, some quests on one side and another quest on the other side, stuff like that. It'll go back and forth. As you can also see that on this new side of the board, there is this huge room that might be used for like some gladiator battles or something, we'll call it the arena. And then the board folds in threes, and then, you fold it in half so that it can fit in the box. So my kids might have, been trying to figure that out, how to fold the board. And for me as well, it's kind of tricky. And this is what, may have ended up happening due to figuring out how to fold the board. So be careful with it. Zargon's screen is a little bit different, about the same size. The wings on the side are a little bit longer, some cool art on it, and it shares similar information. There's probably more information on the new screen, but it's all information on how to run the game. It's kind of, shows some of the rules and also the monster chart, similar to the other one. The components, again, show the differences of, the miniature components, the 3D components versus the standees that come in this new version. Let me show you what we got here so you can compare them. Again, it's flat cardboard pieces compared to the 3D plastic miniature pieces for the more expensive version. There are still the 4 hero miniatures and the new dragon miniature that's included in this version of First Light. Here you can see them, and I actually think they look pretty good. The dice will be similar. The dice will be red, I heard, not these white ones that I have here, but if you already have, a copy of HeroQuest, it gives you another set of dice. Let's go on and compare the cards now. So the treasure cards seem to be a tad different. There is no Potion of Magic Resistance in the new version. 2 gem cards, the same pretty much. No poison in the new treasure deck either. 6 wandering monsters instead of 4 in the other version. 4 gold cards up from the 3 in the other version, and the new one is an additional 25 gold coins card. There are 2 hazard cards, 1 potion of strength, 3 potions of healing, 1 heroic brew, 2 jewels cards, potion of defense in the new version, and 2 hazards instead of the 1. I'm not sure if that makes the treasure deck more or less dangerous to go through, but there felt like there could be a lot more wandering monsters at times while I was playing through it with 6 of them, and then putting them on the bottom of the deck and then cycling through them again. So things might be a little bit different with the treasure deck, that is. And that seems to be the biggest difference with the cards. So there's the same cards for the artifact deck. No real changes in any of those, but here you can pause and check out, and compare the different cards from the 2. The words are a little bit different, but the same. The same equipment cards as well, no changes to those, but again, you can pause it, compare the differences. The Potion of Speed, it does state that it cannot be used more than once per turn, so I'm not sure if that's trying to clarify it in this version compared to others. I'm not sure. The dread spells are the same as well. All 4 sets of spell cards are the same. The dwarf starts with a hand axe in the new version instead of a short sword in the older version, so no big changes with the heroes. Again, there are a little bit, different text on the back that, you can pause and read those. It's a little bit different, but again, the same. The reference cards are double-sided for the new game, and some additional information like what you do when attacking a monster, so kind of helps to clarify things and have more information right there in your hand. No changes to the monsters. They all have the same stats, and no changes to them except the added dragon card for the new monster, which is this dragon here. This 2022 version has a huge stack of character sheets, where my First Light copy has this small pad of sheets. So there's a difference there, but it would be easy to just, print off some from the computer and use them that way. So, not a big deal to me, but maybe for some. So ultimately there, will be a new double-sided board with, new quests that's included in this game. The miniatures are going to be standees instead. There's a small difference in the treasure deck as well, with a different amount of cards in them. 4 new hero miniatures, which look better to me. You got an extra pair of dice. It's a new monster card, and it's new miniature, that the dragon. So really, if you already have a copy of HeroQuest, you might be wondering, is it worth it to get this new version? And for some of you, you might say yes, and for some of you, you might say no. But again, if you already have all the other stuff, what is added would be the new set of dice that you could use, which could help, the new dragon with its miniature, the new miniatures, which I think they're a little bit better, but I wouldn't do it just for the new hero miniatures. The new board, and then of course for the new quests that come along with this version of the game, which is First Light. Again, my copy is a reviewer copy, an early version of First Light, so things can be different for what's truly going to be coming out. I've been told again that the box art is going to be changed due to people not liking the AI version, and so they, very well could change any other things in the game as well. But this is what I got, and this is what I got to compare with for you to know if maybe this version is for you or not. Again, this is Brody with Let's Table It, where we get games to the table, like HeroQuest First Light by Avalon Games. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We are working hard to bring to you videos like this one, so you know if these games here are ones that you want to get to your own table.